That's the view of our political editor. Let's now go across the country to find out what people outside of Westminster think about what they've been hearing from the Prime Minister this afternoon, how they think it may affect them. Let's speak to, from Southend-on-Sea, a mortgage broker and director of R3 Mortgages, Riz Malik. Riz Malik, mortgage broker, let's talk to you first of all. Of course, we've been talking a lot about the economy this morning, the pound falling. How have the last few months, how have the last few days been for you?
I feel like I'm living in a dream and someone's going to wake me up at some moment in time and tell me that this was all a joke or something. The last few months in the mortgage market have been very unstable, but the last few weeks have been a complete and utter nightmare. And the problem that we have is that I can't see what's going to be done to get us out of this mess. Okay, we've got mortgage rates that are changing on an hourly basis. We've got lenders repricing their deals because the deals they're coming out with a few hours later don't make any economic sense. But what really irritates me is we have got a Prime Minister who, on your show and repeatedly, keeps on saying that interest rates are nothing to do with her and they're set by the Bank of England. Although that's correct, if you don't know as the Prime Minister that the financial markets hang on every word that you say about the economic outlook, you shouldn't be in the job. This is A-level economics. It's all a circle. And the problem that we have and the perfect storm that is brewing is they've brought forward the OBR report to Halloween, ironically, but then even if that has been delivered and it's got a massive cherry on top and the markets love it, there isn't time to digest that, to reflect that into mortgage pricing by the time the MPC meet the following week. And they're more than likely going to raise interest rates further. So I'm in utter shock with what's happening at the moment.
Okay.
And in addition, last week, we had a meeting, and last week we had a meeting of the Chancellor and members of the financial community to come up with a package. Well, where is that package? We need speed in this situation at the same rate as we had during COVID. Otherwise, I fear for what's going to happen.
OK, well, that's pretty clear. As questions, Riz Malik, in terms of what you heard today from the Prime Minister, we heard her talking about no-fault evictions and whether or not they will be banned. You obviously have a lot of buy-to-let landlords on your books. What do you think the impact on those kind of policies is going to have?
The buy-to-let market is one of the markets I'm the most concerned about. The problem that you're going to have is people are going to be coming off deals, and the way lenders calculate the loan amounts, they're not going to be able to borrow the same amount of money. And any raises in the actual rates are going to be passed on to the tenants. And it's just going to be a cycle because those tenants are first-time buyers of tomorrow, so it's going to take them longer to save up for a property. They're not going to be able to, so they're then going to call on the bank of mum and dad to dip into their pocket to help them onto the housing ladder. This is just going to have knock-on effects from one stage to the other because landlords are going to look at their numbers and say, this doesn't make any sense anymore. And although the landlord gets beaten up regularly in the UK, the landlord solves a very, very key problem that we have in the private rental sector. And the government's not there with a solution to house the people that the landlords are actually assisting. So I'm fearful for that market even more than I am for the residential market.
OK. We've only got 20 seconds, but I just want to bring in Riz again, very briefly, Riz, because both of Lucy and Rosie said that they would like to see another general election. Yes or no? Would you like to see that? Do you think it would solve anything?
I don't think it's going to solve anything. I think the markets will react badly to it, but I do think that the position of the Chancellor needs to be re-advertised.
OK, not a general election, just a new Chancellor. Riz Malik, mortgage broker, Lucy Scott from Lil's Parlour and Ros McGregor from the National Pensioners Convention. Thank you all so much. Really great to talk to you and get your thoughts today. Thank you. You're watching Sky News. Lots more coming up after this short break.